Alright, here we are with episode 3. Get your game on. Now the question for you, are you a mobile gamer? Do you like Candy Crush Saga? Well then stick around because we're going to be talking to LaShonda Lewis, who is a Candy Crush master. She's actually completed the entire game, can you believe that? So she's got some tips and tricks for us, so stick around. And also, of course, let's see if our latest CCR in a ridiculously priced car can beat our champion Daniel, and we'll see that later in the show. But for now, let's talk to Sean. Alrighty, folks, and here we are with LaShonda Lewis. Sean, Shorty,
right?
Whatever you want to call her, whatever's good for her. Now, Sean, you are a Candy Crush master, I hear.
Master? I do very well, though.
Well, I believe there are, let's see, have a look here, and you'll be able to see this as well. There are 1,070 levels of Candy Crush Saga.
Yes.
And you have completed them all.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's impressive. So, questions are, firstly, when did you start playing Candy Crush Saga?
From what I can remember, I started towards the end of 2012, beginning of 2013.
So it's been, what, 4, 5 years?
About 4 years.
Wow, okay. So that's a long time. Okay, very good, very good. And what about the game do you like? You know, what do you get out of it?
It's a stress reliever for me. So
okay.
It allows me to bypass time if I need to, like if I was at the DMV, at the airport, and things of that sort. And then also I can escape from reality.
Okay. She doesn't play it at work.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime and break rooms only. In the break room or in the relaxation room, not at a desk.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And so, what strategies and tips could you share with us to turn the regular Joes into a Candy Crush master? Well, show us your tip. You said that you had a little thing about having not to pay for certain things.
I do, but what I'm going to do is actually make sure that I have 0 lives, so that way I can show you exactly what I do on my phone and how quick it actually is. So that way you don't have to pay for extra lives.
Hey, all right. We're already on the plus. All right. Show us your stuff.
All right.
Okay, so you get 5 lives every 24 hours.
Yes.
And if you want extra, you have to pay.
Yes.
Okay, or socialize through Facebook or whatever.
Absolutely.
So if you have no friends or no one else wants to play this,
right.
Show us a trick. How do you get more lives without paying?
All right. So as you can see, I have 0 lives. I have about 6 minutes left to actually receive 1 life. So I'm going to close out of here. I'm going to go to my clock. Don't look at my alarm. So I go to date and time. All I do is uncheck the automatic date and time. Set my date for the following day. Say okay. Close out of here. All right, and I go back to Candy Crush. When I hit play, I have 5 full lives. But one thing that you have to remember,
okay,
as soon as you open this up and you see your 5 lives, you need to make sure you change that time and date back. Otherwise, you'll have everything screwed up.
So if you had put it 2 days in advance, do you get 10 lives?
No.
No, it doesn't roll?
It'll mess up. You'll have like 1,500 minutes before you can actually get live. So it will mess up your...
So you can make sure you got to set it back before you start playing.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So it allows me to continue to play. If I want to play for 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, I can do that without spending any money.
Okay, so show us the skills of yourself here. So the idea of the game is to...
get 3 or more colors in a row.
Okay. So it's your typical bejeweled situation.
So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be able to move that over so I can have 4, and what you get is a stripe.
Okay. What does that do?
If you get another stripe, you can actually get more stripes on the board.
Sweet.
Or if you actually get a candy ball with that stripe, you can almost clear off the board.
Okay. And this moves down the bottom is how many moves you got left until you need to clear the level?
Yes, and then what I'm going to go ahead and show you now is what that one stripe does.
Okay, cool.
The candy.
Sweet.
Okay. That was sweet.
And it probably said that as well.
Cool. I've seen it. Taking out all the chocolate and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Buddy.
And so
Sweet.
my goal here is to get 2 of the fruits, the apples down, and then one of the cherries in that little bottom parts to fall through there. So that is what I'm trying to do in this session.
And is that how you pass the level overall?
Yes.
Ah, so that's what's giving you to 1,070.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Well, Sean, I want to thank you for joining us and showing us your absolutely wonderful skills. And anyone out there who has questions about Candy Crush Saga, here is the person that you want to come and see.
Yes.
And I will not be able to help you one bit because, I think I'd get frustrated and probably throw the phone. So, all right, I guess it's going to be back to me in the studio. See you soon. All right, so Denise, you're driving our ridiculously priced car. Tell us your thoughts.
It was amazing, actually. It was a great experience. My first time ever doing the VR thing, so it was definitely cool. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be.
Well, you are in a pretty powerful car, of course, putting out that old 900 horsepower, but well, you made it down the first straight okay, so, I mean, that's a positive thing. Of course, things went a little downhill from there afterwards.
Right.
Yeah. Do you normally drive like this?
I do not.
You do not? Because here we go. Way! A little bit of off-road. All right, very nice, very nice. Bit of correction here. I think that you're the first driver that we've had to actually leave the road surface, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. We get back on, and then we got some balance, so we've got to drive on the other side of the road. So did you think that was pretty realistic being in the car with the VR?
Oh, it definitely was. It was great. And then just having the VR on and looking around the entire car, it was just like, it was super realistic. So
Yeah, well, I remember you standing up and putting your head through the roof.
I said, it's a T-top. He said no.
Turning it into a T-top, I just, we all know how short Jamise is, so I only put her head just above the top, but anything to change for the view, I mean, it's probably a good thing, but yeah, it didn't do too bad, I suppose. What do you think your final time was?
Probably about...
Well, hang on, before you answer, remember, we got our current champion, of course, is still Daniel at 1:34.18. So, what do you think?
Danny. Now, I know I didn't beat that. My burnout probably took 10, 15 seconds off of me. So, I'll say probably 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
2 minutes and 5? Well, actually, that's a pretty good guess. It was 2 minutes, 3 seconds, .58. So,
okay.
a good job, Jamise. And so I'd like to thank you for coming down for us.
Yeah, anytime. I'll definitely, I'll be your go-to person again.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so here's our leaderboard, and of course, Daniel's still the champion. Lino coming up behind, and finally, Jamise. Good effort, Jamise. And no representation from TSC or CS, so get into contact with us. All right, that brings us to the end of episode 3 of Get Your Game On. I want to thank Sean for showing us her mastery skills of Candy Crush Saga, and I want to thank Jamise for showing us her mastery skills of driving the McLaren in P1. And lastly, before we go, it is going to be May, and so there's 2 things I want to bring up. First of all, it's National Electrical Safety Month. So that means I want everyone out there to go and check your bird's nest of cables behind your television. With your VCRs and your Blu-ray players and your gaming consoles and your TVs and your power boards and everything like that. Just make sure everything's clean and clear back there. Dust, etc. is all cleaned up. We don't want to be starting any fires. The other thing, of course, this month is Older Americans Month. More and more of the older generation are playing games. And playing games gives great benefits to them. Physical benefits such as hand-eye coordination is improved, pain management from distraction of in the mind. It's by playing the game, it pulls them away from that, so that's excellent. They get improved vision from focusing on the games, and also the motion controllers such as the Wii will give excellent fitness and exercise for them. So that's good things. And then on the mental side of things, the older generation is a very high risk for depression. So things like this, it will keep their mind active and sharp by playing these games, and also it's a great social interaction ability for them. So if you've got older people out there that you're not seeing much of, but you want to make sure you take care of them, you know what? Spend a couple of $100 and buy them a console and see how they go. But anyway, we're at the end, so I want to thank you for watching. I'm Anthony Nicholson, I've been your host today, and we'll see you next time.